Noelle sure seems worried.
Level 27 skill point. So, looking at our priority situation here, I am still trying to get down the social tree to get to ship command. However, if we can get piloting, it's still too short on the piloting. I need to kill a lot more ships. And we are ready to go to Starship Design 2. Let's go to Starship Design 2. That'll allow us to get some parts that I want to use. We still don't have much we want to do to update our current ship. We do want to get to higher ranks of piloting them. A bump rifle. We could add another kind of what all does it leadership do? Companions, affinity, faster, more health and carrying capacity. And instigation. Outpost management gets me cargo links, robots, more crew, and extractors. I can defer that until I start doing some real outpost management stuff. Ship command is where I want to be, though. Let's pick up intimidation. Did I pick up at level 26? Hold on, need to fix my notes here. No. Stealth is maxed. Weightlifting is at 1 out of 4. Persuasion is at 3. Commerce is maxed out. I think, yeah. That's what it is. Commerce was so easy to max out.
Vladimir! Vlad, come in! Come in! The eye's gone completely dark. I can't reach anyone on the station.
Lisa.
Noelle, Starborn, came out of nowhere.
Vladimir, get out of there!
He already left. Said he was going to the lodge.
Oh, let's see. I could go to the eye. The Starborn are coming here, and we have to...
Sarah, she's still breathing, but oh God, all that blood.
Hello, Constellation. Are you there?
Who are you? What did you do to our friends?
They call me the Hunter. And now that I'm here, your part in glimpsing the Unity is over. I'm already on my way. Say goodbye to your friends. It won't be long.
Forget about us. That Starborn bastard is after the artifacts. You can't let him take them. Pack up the collection, move it somewhere they can't find it.
He's right. We need to bunker down here and get those artifacts ready to move. Might need every gun to hold that Starborn off.
What about everyone on the Eye? We can't leave them to die up there.
think I need to stay here and protect the artifacts.
Watch each other's backs. We're not losing anyone else today.
I don't know how long it's gonna take to pack up the artifacts. I'll get started. Hopefully this will only take a few minutes, if my hands can stop shaking!
Everyone take cover, now.
Where? You really expect them to barge through the front door?
I'm not expecting them to ring the bell.
Could you all keep it down? I'm trying to work here. Ignore the noise. Focus.
Let's get going.
Focus.
Just hold them off. Once Noel has the artifacts, we run.
The test continue.
She's ready to
There's
go.
an old escape tunnel to the well district. Come on!
Okay, we're reloaded. We're not trying to kill this guy, we're trying to escape.
He's still coming! Get to the ship!
I'm glad she knows how to run. I don't think we even have to stay behind her. So when we zone, she catches up with us. So I need Universal Atmosphere because I'm going to be sprinting. We need to go somewhere. That'll do. Guy's not letting me.
We need to get to the eye. Help the others. That
Starborn is right behind us.
we have to risk it. They could be dying there.
Okay, got everybody out of the lodge.
I have to admit, this has been interesting. What are you going to do with the arm? There's a greater purpose to all this.
I twitched.
You might have a larger role than I realized. Mistake on my part. Keep collecting the artifacts. We'll meet again. Maybe you'll glimpse the unity and
across by twitching on the mouse there is he does identify that we're building what's called an armillary. At this point, we have about half of the artifacts. One reason I'm trying very hard to hit all the temples as soon as possible is that I want to make sure we discover all the artifacts and get all the temples on this first part of the playthrough. Because I'm worried that if we miss something, it may be missed permanently.
Okay, I admit, my famous personality wasn't so much help with this one. I don't think I'm going anywhere for a bit. Give the meds some time to kick in. You go ahead.
He came out of nowhere. Thank you. I don't think I can move right away. But I'll make it. Go on.
And there's the trade-off.
Hey, Sarah. Sarah, can you hear me? It's Sam. Stop. Don't you get it? She's got one foot in the pearly gates already. We're gonna finish this thing for you, okay? Sarah? We'll solve this mystery, I swear. She's gone. Come on. Let's get going. There's no changing anything now.
So we actually had a choice there. I could either have let Sarah die, or I could have let Sam die.
You're alive. Krix's ghost can keep waiting.
That's one of the reasons why I don't do any romances anymore in the first game, is because if you get it all the way out to getting married and that happens, it's pretty rough.
Saw the ship dock with the eye. We took up the arms call, but when the doors opened, there was no one there. Skulked in like a damn specter. Before I had to know, it was nothing but pain's wings and the cold sleep. Time's unknown, but I came too long enough to hear him gloat about going to the lodge, and seeing our friends trying to crawl away from him on a bloody trail. Not many sights to see before I lost the lights. Can't be sure yet. Starborn could have done a lot more damage. Guessing the glitter of the prize wasn't here. No tears for the old. Got the others to worry about.
Okay, so return to Noel.
Vladimir! Oh, thank goodness! Where's Sarah?
She's gone. We need to talk locks and bolts. Lodge and the Eye are not secure. Years in the making to modify the station. Take time to fix the damage, but more is the worse if we abandon her and try to start over. Got the right of it.
Hunter, he probably found us because we're somewhere obvious. High-populated area, just like how the Starborn found you orbiting Neon the first time. But the fact that they're competing with us to find the artifacts means they can't get them without searching.
So we put the artifacts somewhere in the fringe, or on something that can slip from their grasp if they do another strike from the curtain.
Let's put it on the ship.
Fine idea. Starborn show up, you can burn helium in one spin of the grav drive to anywhere.
Here, keep the artifacts safe. I guess we'll meet back at the lodge after?
So build the armillary on the ship. There's some auxiliary screen here. Starborn attacks are more likely wherever it's placed. And if you keep them in your inventory, then attacks are more likely everywhere. So in theory, we could put the armillary on an outpost. We'd have to make sure it's well defended. I think I like the idea of having it on board the ship, because this ship is very nice. And return to the lodge. I noticed this time, even though it was returning to the lodge, we did land at the landing strip, so there's probably stuff to look at. Yep, we're back to the damaged spaceport model.
If you were a victim of the recent attack, please remain calm.
Very similar to the aftermath of the Terramorph attack. Why the quest marker is taking us through the commercial district this time. Walter and Vasco doing over here?
There's been an incident. Please continue going about your business.
If you attempt to engage me in
The ancient teachers of this science.
Hey. Maybe we should get back out there?
I will
Staying
be
at the
monitoring
lodge
everyone's
feels-
vitals for signs of continued trauma.
Mateo, I need to be checking everyone's vitals. Now really isn't the time.
Okay, before I forget. Oh, we cannot assign people to the crew yet.
No. Look, we all feel like we've been kicked into the ground a million times over, but I think I have something. I'm serious. If I may, I know our encounter with the Hunter is the last thing anyone wants to talk about right now, but he said something that I can't get out of my mind. Unity. Do you remember that? Because he was stopping us, implying that we were getting closer to it. The thing is, I've heard that word before. It's an important concept in Keeper Aquilus' speeches.
The priest? Is the Sanctum Universum going to bless our little crusade of discovery?
It can't be a coincidence. The Sanctum has always believed that answers are out there in the stars. Look, I know it's the longest of shots and the biggest leap of faith I could ever ask us all to take, but why not talk to him?
I guess it couldn't hurt. I've heard the Keeper's a pretty insightful guy.
Thank you. I know it's not much to go on, but something about this feels right. I'll meet you over there. Thank you for helping me out with the artifacts.
Wouldn't mind burning some helium out in the trench instead of being here, you know?
What is that citizen doing in the lodge? Heading down to our secret entrance. Hello, citizen. So Sarah's stuff is down here.
Do you need all of that?
Yeah, I do. Where did that mannequin go? In here? Yeah. It seemed kind of fitting. Okay, so let's go talk to Keeper Aquilus. Very too much to fast travel. Drop some stuff? Drop some stuff.
Hi there. How's it going?
Man, blue stuff all over the room. Let's see, any weapons that we don't have marked, stay here. The extra axe. There we go. Peeled back down. At some point off camera, I will do a run where I sell all the excess loot and move anything I want to keep into the captain's locker. And now we're headed for Keeper Equilus.
Howdy.
Keeper Aquilus, can we have a moment?
Oh, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds? Oh. Yeah. How humanity comes together. How we are to love each other even as our universe becomes even more complex.
That's not exactly what we mean. Keeper, when you talk about unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something secret?
Perhaps you should talk about this inside. Now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you two here?
They're like nothing we've ever seen, Keeper. Gravitational distortion, sub-audio harmonic sequencing, unidentifiable energy fluctuations.
I caught half of that. So, these things are unusual? Even in your experience? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe, beyond rational thought. We enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. And it's brought you here. I think I can. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path to discovering its meaning. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's more. In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun, and he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But What if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code? A way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least his grave. Yes, something must be there. I just can't put my finger on it. Maybe the answer will become clear when we have more. The House of Enlightenment and Varun have versions of this story. The Enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis, helping the poorest citizens find a better life for themselves. Varun worshippers are more enigmatic, but there is a lone zealot that was captured recently for attacking UC ships. I visited her a couple of times. Hopefully, she'll be willing to talk to you as well.
I'll stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions.
So what I said there at the wrong time was, why don't we just talk to Andreja if we want to know about what's going on with the Varun? So next step, let's see. House of Enlightenment or the Varun? Let's go to House of Enlightenment first. That way. Oh, the Varun prisoner might be closer. Yeah.
Hey there.
House Varun. Really don't know much about them. I think that's how they like it.
Where does this take? I will follow the arrows. So, fast travel might have been the better option.
I wonder if I'll miss my baptism.
When the time's right, I'd appreciate a chat. I don't know about you, but a fella could do a lot worse than consolation. There needs to be a bigger word than thanks. More than gratitude. And whatever that word is, I'd feel that way towards you. I'd be dead. Flat out dead if it weren't for you. No. No. Do not blame yourself. This is the Hunter's fault. I gotta ask. Why me? It was an impossible situation. And if it's wrong to ask, sorry, but it's gonna keep me up at night. Sarah Morgan was our leader. She held everything together. I just don't know if I'd pick me over her.
That wasn't the choice.
That is being honest. For my sake, for Cora's sake. Thank you. How are you holding up? Are you okay? I don't blame you. That Hunter bastard's gotta pay. Pay big time. I don't care if he's starborn and indestructible, we need to figure out a way to take him down. Nobody messes with my family like that. It's time to show them that we ain't just worthless chips on the table. I just want you to know, I'm here for you. The only way we're gonna get through this is if we all lean on each other.
So when I get a chance, I want to switch companions.
He's also my brother, but I wouldn't trust him to babysit at all.
I probably won't be able to do that quite yet.
Welcome to the House of Enlightenment. If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry, we're doing everything we can. Oh, you're not? Sorry. Can I help you?
It's actually important, as strange as that may seem.
Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity pilgrim, but since you both insist, our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilus is describing. A man walks into the first House of Enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of two that. It's part of our core principles. There's no God pushing us to do good for some eternal reward. We have to help each other because we choose to. If no one takes responsibility for making the settled systems better, then we're just leaving it to the tyrants to bully the rest of us. Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again. Always happy to help. If you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of aid efforts to coordinate.
Okay, onward to the Varun prisoner.
Evening, sir.
A visitor? I have all the company I need. He knows not the truth. He sends another to ask more incessant questions.
I never can make heads or tails of these guys.
The Great Serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more, no less.
It would be really helpful if you told us about it. If that even matters in the slightest to you.
Yes, I have spoken to your keeper about this. I will tell you what I told him, and then you will leave me. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the Great Serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy, and delivers the killing blow. That is all. Then we are done. Leave me.
Okay, let us return to Keeper Aquilus.
Keep it moving.
I'm surprised I've yet to see the inside of the security office. Here's hoping the streak continues.
Sam, we were just in there. When you make a call out like that for an NPC to
Cora likes throwing stones into the pond. Or she did. God, that was ages ago.
You make a call out like that, you need to have adequate conditions that it doesn't get used when it's inappropriate.
And that's convenient.
People joke, say those Varun zealots will keep us safe.
I feel...
Well, you're back. What did you learn? Was there something hidden in their stories, like we thought? Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system. What else did you learn? If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates. Was there anything else? Yes. What he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, we'd need to know the name of the star system, wouldn't we? Let's see. We have something that could be coordinates. Something that could point to a planet in the system. But what's the name of the system? Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and dumb. Well, that's certainly how I feel. Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum, at 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the Pilgrim's resting place. And from there, maybe you'll find the true meaning of unity. Before you go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives in our universe. In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophies with you on this journey. I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was, what interpretation would you give it? And once you know, what will you do? Even the most objective scientist holds the belief that observation itself will be of benefit to humanity. You will be taking a similar part of yourself with you when you find the answer. Will that not color your perception of it? So you're committed to keeping yourself from seeing unity as anything other than a rational objective, a goal you're bound to reach.
I know belief is kind of your job, but usually the scientific answer is the right answer.
Well, I won't keep you any longer. This has been fun, I have to admit. Go, find your truth.
Okay, next stop. Indum 2. We're going to head back to the ship first, where I'm going to do a quick check on the crew and see if I can switch over to using Andreja as my companion.
You doing all right, Gumdrop? We're home.
So first off, ship crew, and I can assign people. Oh, and without Sarah, still can't assign all of them because Sarah did a +1 to the crew. So we still need to be headed up for Starship Command. So I can get Vasco assigned. Let's put him at the outpost for now. And now I do need to find Andreja so I can recruit her as my active companion. She may not even be on board yet. Let's let time pass a little bit so people can get into their assigned posts. There's Sam.
Do you need something?
Ah, hello. Did you need something? I have sharpened the blade for this very occasion. Just in case we need it.
Looks like it's tag you're it, Andreja.
Tag indeed, Sam. We will see you
Double check
later.
our affinity before we go any further. She's at 336. According to my notes here, all of my companions are very close in affinity right now. And I think I am going to cut and start a new recording in a short break time. I'll see you when I get back.